humans are strong together, and if we exclude people, we can't hear their feelings, their thoughts, the strange from the people, and we have no future if we exclude people.
I rarely see encouragement as a young guy or a girl. You gotta be supremely confident. Being fearless is gonna give you the pursuit of happiness. Look at people's eyes and faces, we can do more.
In August 2012, a 5-day including Festigress was arranged in Lund for 60 young people from the 5 Baltic countries.
Why is it good or important for Lund to have this kind of project here?
Well, first of all, Lund has worked with diversity and inclusion for many years, so of course it's as such an important issue to us.
Yeah.
But also every kind of interaction between particularly young people from different countries,
Yeah.
of course helps to create new attitudes, to shape good ideas and attitudes how to work with people from another background,
Yeah.
whether it's a question of culture or race or nationality.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Here in Lund in Sweden, there were so many different peoples from different countries, and they had different experiences with norms in their own country. And to hear what they think, what they learned, what their socialization was, taught me different ways of norms. Some norms are visible, some are invisible, and these invisible norms they are for many people normal, but in their country, in their way of life, not in my country, for example. And I recognize that norms are important, but it's also important to realize then the norms and to break a few norms.
I have experienced exclusion, but I think it was more when I was younger, like in school. Because when you're young, you have to be so forward, you have to make so much noise, like you have to be seen all the time. Otherwise, people forget you sometimes. And in that way, I have felt excluded. But not in any other way, I think.
The new exciting challenge for the young project participants was to find practical ways for inclusion. Recognizing everyone requires finding out how to invite people as well as arranging activities in an inclusive way.
It's not so funny.
The challenge is the difference between including and excluding norms, and discriminating norms. Can you give an example of how to break down norms or strengthen good norms? Or
I think that the main point is education.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm very happy about this project which we have, that youngsters have done a lot of activities and they have these non-formal learning trainings about inclusion, human rights, discrimination, so they can educate also their friends, classmates and as well parents. It's my dream that when they will be adults and they will make also these bases on their kids, so it's very good to have this education part.
Okay.
And that this training and project is not only about some activities, but we see real examples of people who should be included in society, so we can contact with them. We can continue also when the project will be finished. So it's a very good opportunity.
What we can do is take to push on the wheelchair. Then you can either pass the ball, shoot the ball, or bounce it. Now you get 2 more pushes on the rim. You have to do like this. Yes!
We feel exclusion and inclusion in every daily life. It's going like this, it's going right now and right here. We are communicating, we are talking about this, and we should do that. We should talk about that a lot. And trying to understand each other, trying to be together.
Great. So we want to welcome Sofia Isaksson, author of this book, Sofias längtan, or in English, Sofias longing. So a big hand of applause, please. And of course to Linda Fasten, who's also been writing the book together with Sofia.
Jag har vandrat från natt till dag. Natten var kall och trist. Jag vandrade länge och sökte dig när du inte var med mig. Och jag tänkte när kärleken skulle komma. Om jag längtat för mycket och inte vill vänta mer. Och jag fann dig. Vi ska gå genom mörkret tillsammans. Och det svåra som vi har varit med om. Och att dumma saker ska vi glömma när vi går. I mörkret klär dina ögon som lyser upp. Vi håller varandra i hand. Vi var ett par som blev rädda. Vi håller varandra i hand. Jag längtar tills vi har varandra.
Why do you think it's important to break down excluding norms?
Because in the normal society we shouldn't have people excluded. Everyone should take a part in a society in one way or another.
And why should all people take part in society then?
Because we are all people and we should help each other and not put someone, outside.
This is once in a lifetime.
Next group.
Okay, we will do another play and another scene. Come on. Go.
You know what we thinking? Football. I mean, I know, but I love football. Yeah. Oh, I know that you do. But
This workshop about identity, positioning, and values. So, as I am working on social inclusion on my daily work, so I also get some new inputs, like for this knowledge level. Why I am making sometimes stereotypes for people.
Yeah.
And it was very good to understand this identity, positioning, and values. So how I can continue in my work in Latvia.
I was very happy to participate in this Festigress because it's all very interesting. The best thing to me was the film, the workshops. About the disabled people in a movies. We have a man who prepared this whole workshop, and he chose fragments of the movies, cinema movies, normal, which are about disabled people, and it was really interesting.
What's your favorite movie?
I don't know, maybe Fight Club.
Uh-huh. So how would Fight Club work? Which character with a disability could you, which actor with a disability could you have playing that character?
Which was harder, to ignore or to being ignored, do you think?
Ignore.
Ignore was harder.
Because it's a really bad feeling inside when someone is telling you a story, but you just don't listen.
Yeah.
I take a big lesson from that we should learn more empathy to another person, I think, and we should learn more knowledge about societies from what this person came from, and it makes us more human, I think, in this problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it touches the topics that are not so often discussed,
yeah.
but they are very close to us actually, and we sometimes just don't notice them.
Okay.
Each other totally, showing each other no sympathy. Listen to me clearly. I rarely see an encouragement. As a young guy or a girl, you gotta be supremely confident. Being fearless is gonna give you the pursuit of happiness. Look at people's eyes and faces. We can do more showcases. Bringing the talent, educating everybody, so each one of us can be a president. It's just the beginning of a new position, where you gotta go harder with your character. If you're passionate, you're gonna be successful. Be inspirational, then you'll be able. Cause negativity is gonna ruin your destiny. Guess who wanna help? Nobody. We there, youth on the streets. We just wanna be.
In our group here, my youngsters here, young people up 30 years old. In a group at my youth center, I have young people from 10 years old, and they really understand the word inclusion, and they have give me hope for the future. And you ask, what can you do? And I think you have Bengt Persson from the municipality. Maybe you should have 5 days like us, together with him and his staff. And if my young kids can understand inclusion, I really think, even you can do it.
I feel that they listen to me, and I guess that it's really interesting to communicate because we have a lot of different opinions, different experiences. Because, for example, I'm Lithuanian. There are some Swedish girls, Swedish guys, Latvians, Polish, German guys, and our experience is really different. And because of that, it's really interesting to communicate to each other.
Okay, be careful of the head.
Yes.
So, what did you feel about today's activity?
Well, it was fun and
did you enjoy
it? It helps building a team and building the society to get together and know each other better.
What? 1, 2.
Very good.
Okay. Great.
Oh.
Yeah, it's slippery.
Correct it first, so it's straight with your feet.
I got a lot of inspiration. Like, for example, a lot of people have said here in the Festigress that we shouldn't give up. We should just keep on trying, and everything is possible. Because inclusion is a positive thing. So positive things should be something that we want to be able to successfully achieve. And the inspiration has been that I just want to keep on going with the dance group and try to involve more people. I'm not so scared anymore to talk about the project and why they should be in it. And like Bengt Fransson says, he never says no, and I shouldn't say no either. So
We grow up so different because of the system, of the norms in the different countries, and it's really interesting to hear about the others and to work with others, to share the information, to get strong together, to make new plans, how we can change things if we want to change. And when I see the other people, I recognize myself into them and can say I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who wants to change a few things. There are also more, and together we can maybe do it. Not maybe, for sure we can do it.